Hello, and welcome to Nerdy Station News. I'm your host, DDG the Man, if you're wondering what shirt I'm wearing. It's a bunch of mudkips. And let's go ahead and get into the news that I found interesting over the past few weeks to a month. So let's go ahead and start with the really clickbaity part of the video, which was Walmart's no longer just blaming video games. And that is, so if you guys don't know, a little bit after the recent tragedy at Walmart, what they did was they decided to take out all the physical advertisements related to violent video games. And a lot of people are like, oh no, you too, Walmart, you're also just kind of putting the blame on video games. Or like, and some people are like, what is that really gonna even do? That's not really gonna do anything. Just, I don't know. But the thing is that I don't blame Walmart for doing that, because it's just, they just wanted to do something, and I don't blame them as a big company for doing that. But at the same time, that really wasn't gonna really wasn't going to be fixing anything. So kind of where the clickbaity part of the video comes in is that Walmart recently announced that they're going to be stopping the sale of ammunition for handguns and assault style rifles. Walmart just wants to focus more on the sports aspect of guns, and I believe that this move is good, that it's okay. I really don't think it's going to really do anything in the grand scheme of things. But at the same time, I don't blame Walmart for doing this. But the main thing is that I think this sends out a much stronger message than, taking out, violent video game advertisement. I think it's much stronger to stop the sale of certain ammunition. Something else that Walmart is going to be doing is that they're going to start asking their customers not to open carry anymore. Now, a lot of people hear this and they hear that they're saying that they're not allowed to bring their guns to Walmart at all anymore. And no, that's not the case. Don't be jumping the gun. That they're not allowing you to open carry, but you can still conceal carry if you are allowed to. I know in some states, you need a permit. Some states you don't. Like in Kentucky, you don't. But, they're saying that no more open carry, not conceal. One more thing I want to talk about in related to the Walmart story is that while I was watching some news videos on this topic, I remember one lady who recently had a family member shot at a grocery store. I don't know if it was a Walmart. I think maybe it was a Kroger. She was quoted saying that she doesn't believe that guns should be even allowed into grocery stores. And I don't blame her for feeling that way. And my sentiments do go out to her. But that's just not the answer, to sit there and ban guns from grocery stores. That's not going to stop people who want to still go to these stores and do these types of things. That's just, I don't know how many, I personally haven't done too much research on how many times somebody who's legally carrying a gun has shot within a grocery store over something stupid or just to kill somebody or anything like that. But when it comes to these mass shootings, it's not going to stop a person from wanting to go to the store and shoot it up if that's their intention. The recent tragedy at that Walmart just goes to show why you should have your gun on you, so you be able to protect yourself. Let's go ahead and move on to our next news story, which is microtransactions, mainly related to 2K20 and its recent trailer using all those gambling kind of tactics. But before we really get into that, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys how I feel personally about microtransactions. So at first, I was kind of in the camp of I really don't care about microtransactions. I'm responsible with my money. What other people do with their money, I don't particularly care. It's not affecting me, so why should I care? And what I mean when I say that I'm responsible with my money, I'm saying that I know how to control myself. I'm just not out here buying microtransactions left and right. In fact, I don't think I've ever bought a microtransaction. I really don't think I've ever have. So let me go ahead and give you guys an example. Let's use Fortnite as an example. I'm not throwing any hate towards Fortnite because their quote unquote microtransactions are all cosmetic. So again, which I'm okay with. I'm just using them as an example when it comes to how I can control myself. So last year I was really into Fortnite, back when, during its peak, I was really into it. I'm not into it at all now. I don't remember last time I played it, but again, last year I was really into it. And in their store, you can buy, again, everything is cosmetic. You can buy skins, you can buy emotes. And the thing is, when it comes to how I can control myself, is that I'm not going to sit there and drop $15 for a skin for just a character. You don't get any type. There's no abilities related to that character. No, nothing. You just get a new, really fancy skin. That's all. I'm like, no, I'm not dropping $15 just for a skin. Or I'm not going to sit there and drop $8 just for a funky dance move. Like, no, I ain't doing that. Again, I'm not throwing any hate towards Fortnite because again, it's completely cosmetic, but no. So again, I didn't particularly care about microtransactions because I felt like I was responsible for my money and people can do whatever the heck they want with their money. But now my mindset has kind of shifted to the fact that it's important to speak up when you don't like something, especially when it comes to microtransactions, because if you don't say anything, the companies are just going to be doing more and more slick stuff to try to get money out of you, and that's wrong, which is why it's important to speak up. So there's been a few news stories related to microtransactions over the past few weeks, and the first one that I want to tackle is the one related to Crash Team Racing Nitro-fueled. So the thing is that this game had absolutely no microtransactions whatsoever. See, the thing is that you can go into the story mode or you can go online and you would earn coins, and then you use these coins to buy stuff within the store within the game. And again, there was no real money involved whatsoever. And the thing is that everything was fairly priced. It didn't take you forever to get the amount of coins that you wanted to buy whatever you wanted within the store. So everything was good. So everything looked fine, but I knew something was off. Because you guys, the way the store was set up, I was sitting there thinking in my head like this can easily be changed into where they can easily add in microtransactions. I was thinking that way before any of this microtransaction news came out. I was thinking that, and I knew something was off. And lo and behold, it happened. They started pricing their cosmetics a lot higher to where it would take you longer to get said items. And they started introducing the fact to where you can use real life money, put that into the game to change that into coins that you can use to buy the cosmetic stuff within the store. And it's like, no. Now, I wouldn't be talking about this if this was something that was introduced into the game at the very beginning. But no, the slick thing that Activision did is that they waited until, all the great reviews about the games were put out, that people went out and bought the game, that they got hooked onto the game. And that's when they started slipping in all these microtransactions. Now again, this thing when it comes to these microtransactions is that they are completely cosmetic. Just like Fortnite, buying a certain skin doesn't make you any better, doesn't give you any type of advantage. The problem is, and again, I don't have a problem with cosmetics in games or using your money to buy cosmetics per se, but the problem is that Activision, again, they waited till all the good reviews are out and then did the slick thing of adding in these microtransactions, and that's just wrong. The next big story related to microtransactions that I wanted to talk about has to do with Apex Legends. So the thing with Apex Legends is that they had an item on sale for $200, and the thing with Apex Legends is that they are completely free to play, and the thing with it is that a lot of the items are just cosmetic. So you would be paying $200 just for a cosmetic item. No, and even to be able to have the ability to buy that $200 item, you still had to put in like $100+ into the game to be able to get to the point of paying $200. That is just ridiculous. I know I was just talking about how I'm okay with microtransactions related to cosmetics like in Fortnite, but this is just ridiculous. It just blows my mind that they would do that for a cosmetic item. But the thing is that there was an outcry in the community, and even Apex Legends themselves were like, okay, maybe we crossed the line, so let's go ahead and fix some things here and there. So the last big microtransaction story that I want to talk about has to do with 2K and its slot machines. Now, from my understanding, when it comes to these slot machines or adding like these gambling mechanics into their game, is that they're completely they use in-game currency, so I'm guessing it's something that you can earn. Don't quote me on this, but I believe the way it is that you can earn points or whatever you need to earn within the game to be able to spend on these gambling-like mechanics. But I'm willing to bet that you're still able to use real-life money if you want to, and transfer that into game currency to where you can use that on those gambling mechanics. And a lot of people don't like that because they feel like it's conditioning you to get used to gambling for what you want instead of just paying for what you want or having what you want already within the game without you having to pay extra money. But the thing is that it seems like that a lot of people within the sports games community, people that mainly just play sports games, don't really care that these mechanics are in their game. And I guess it can be a little bit understandable if, let's say, that sports games are the only games that they play. So let me go ahead and give you guys just a random example. So let's say, like me, a normal average gamer treats himself every month to a new game, that costs $60. So let's say one game every month over the course of a year. So 60 times 12, that is $720. Well, let's take a sports gamer that only plays sports games, and let's say they only pick up FIFA, Madden, and 2K. Well, and let's say they go ahead and splurge and get the $80 edition of the games, so that equals up to be $240. And let's say they spend an additional $60 on each of those games buying, because they want to buy the different packs or do the slot machines or whatever else. That's an additional $180 added on to that $240, which equals up to be $220. I mean, not $220, but $420. So that means they're still, even though they spent extra money on the game, they still haven't spent as much as, let's say, a normal gamer who buy a new game every month throughout the year. So at the end of the day, if y'all sports gamers don't care that these type of mechanics are in your game, okay, fine, whatever. But the reason why us on the outside of the sports game community are saying something is because we don't want these type of mechanics seeping into our games. We don't want it. We're kind of already starting to see it, and we don't want it, so that's why we're saying something. So this video has been going on for over 10 minutes now. I do have other news topics, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. So I just wanted to thank you all for tuning in to the first episode or broadcast of Nerdy Station News. This is something new I wanted to add to my channel along with all the other stuff I've been doing. I just thought it'd be nice just to talk about and give my opinion on different news things that have been going on that have caught my attention. So please leave your comments below talking about what you think of this new segment I want to add to my channel. Do you like it, dislike it, what you guys want to see, don't want to see, and all that good stuff. Oh, and also don't be afraid to start up a discussion in the comments about one of the news stories that I covered in this video. So if you guys liked this video, like the video, and if you like me, subscribe to me. And as always, this is DDG the Man, and I'll catch y'all next time.